2. She's a dachshund mix.
And she has a little heart on the side, right there.
I always tell people that I very proudly raised nerds.
I wanted to be a nurse or a policewoman.
And did that dream ever come true?
But,
No.
It's a great day. It's perfect outside. It's beautiful.
If money didn't matter, how would you spend your day?
Money didn't matter. I mean, this is what we're doing today. Walking in the sunshine. So that's how I spend our day.
How long have you guys known each other for?
9 years.
9 years.
Really? How'd
Yeah.
you first know that you loved her?
Since I saw her.
Is there anything that makes you think of him often when it comes to your mind?
I kind of think of him throughout the day all the time, honestly. Even random thoughts. I'm like, wow, I wish he was here to see that with me. So, yeah.
Anything that you think of her?
I don't know.
You guys gonna get married one day?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Hopefully, yeah.
Yep. Soon.
How long have you guys been engaged for?
2 years.
2 years. How'd you first know that you loved him?
In front of Nona Maria's restaurant. We met. We were still meeting on dates, and he got out of the car, and I saw him, and like all of a sudden got a big smile on my face.
How'd you know you loved her?
Just the perfect person, you know, down to earth, and always there for everyone. Well, we went to high school together, so you know, we have fond memories of that.
What was your favorite part about high school together?
Let's blow this clam bake.
What do you miss about high school the most?
Just the camaraderie.
Yeah.
We're Gen Xers.
Life was a lot easier back then. Tell me about your dog.
She's a rescue. Her name's Winnie. She's 2. She's a dachshund mix.
And she has a little heart on the side, right there.
Oh, wow.
And then
Wow, look at that.
and then she's got the affinity sign on the other side.
Oh, awesome. What's one of her favorite things to do?
Chase squirrels.
Yeah.
You're a squirrel chaser. All right. Do you have any questions? You do. What's one of the happiest parts of your life right now?
I have a very special group of friends, and I would have to say being with them is.
What type of friends? Just from the winery and stuff?
No, actually, I run a couple of wine groups, so it's people from there. Yeah.
You never met a sad person drinking wine every day.
That's true. That is true.
Do you have any children?
I do. I always tell people that I very proudly raised nerds. And everybody that talks about their kids' baseball and this says, no. I very proudly raised nerds. I have engineers and teachers and yeah.
Do you have any summer plans?
Summer plans. No, actually I did and they were canceled. So no, besides pouring and talking about wine, that's my summer plan.
How do you guys know each other?
Oh, we've been married for 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah, this week actually. 50 years this week.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
How'd you first know you loved him?
I don't know. You just know.
Is there
Right?
anything specific that you think of when you think of your wife?
I don't know.
It's
Same old stuff.
Same
yeah, I
old
mean,
stuff.
after 50 years, it just
After that.
becomes old hat, you know, you just meld
Do you guys-
together, I
Do you guys
guess.
have any children?
Yeah, too.
What's the hardest part about raising children?
Just their safety, just making sure they're safe all the time, you know, always worrying. Like if they don't come home, where are they, what's going on, you know. And then our kids are older, so this was before cell phones. So we would really, you know, had to keep checking in on them and stuff.
What's the best part about raising children?
Best part when they grow and they leave.
You guys got any grandchildren yet?
No.
No.
We have a boy and a
Grandcats.
girl. They're both single.
Are you hoping to have grandchildren one day, you think?
She
We
does.
have grand dogs and cats, so it is what it is. It's not meant to be, it's not meant to be.
Some people have never owned a dog in their life. What advice do you give to people that are thinking about getting a dog?
It's like raising another kid. You know, that's what it is. You got to feed them, you got to take them out, you got to make sure this and that.
Exactly.
Take them to the vets. Yeah, it's like a kid. So
Growing up as a child, a lot of people always think about what they want to be when they grow up. What did you want to do when you wanted to be a
I
child?
wanted to be a nurse or a policewoman.
And did that dream ever come true?
No.
Why did
But
that?
I do work with kids, which I loved. It turned out I loved. I was a teaching assistant for 25 years, and I loved it.
Why did you give up that dream?
Well, as I got older, the thought of blood and stuff, it didn't. So that squashed the whole nurse thing. But then figured I was too short. Back then they used to have a height requirement for police officers and all that. So as you can see, I didn't quite make it. So
What was the toughest part about being a teacher's assistant? And do you think that you being a teacher's assistant years ago would be more difficult than doing it nowadays?
yes. I worked with at an alternative learning center, so we had a lot of troubled kids, which actually turned out that's what I love to do, and I didn't even know. I love doing it. They just kids that just need attention. You know, they just need somebody one-on-one with them. As of now, I think the disrespect was the hardest, and that's what made me really say I'm done.
Do you think this generation has a chance to ever get that respect back? And if so, how would they do so?
It depends on their parents, the parenting. You know, you can't constantly give the kids everything they want. I think they feel more entitled now, like they deserve everything, which they do, but you have to earn it. You know, just like we did when growing up, we had to earn what we wanted. But you know, it is what it is. But I think the parents have a lot to do with it.
Excuse me, I have a question.
Sure.
If money didn't matter, how would you spend your day?
Probably swimming in the lake,
Which lake?
Lake George.
Is that where you grew up?
That's where I live.
You live. What's the best part about Lake George in New York?
Lake, obviously. It's a beautiful lake. You get in that water and all your troubles go away.
What is your biggest trouble in life right now?
My biggest trouble, maybe time. Never seem to have enough of it.
Do you have any children?
Yes, 2 boys.
What's the hardest part about raising boys?
They're just like me, which is not easy.
What was the best part about raising your boys?
Just watching them grow up. Watching the difference in their personalities change from infants. You know, every day was something different, something new.
I see that you have a little bit of a knife business going on here.
I do.
How long have you been doing this for?
I've only been doing it for a year, but Cutco has been around for over 100 years.
So what made you want to get into this type of work?
I was looking for a good knife, and I called him up, and I was working for him a week later.
If other people want to get into other types of businesses and to pursue their dreams, any advice you would give them?
Just do what you love, and the money will come.
Random question. What is your normal electric bill every month?
I don't know, since we moved back from Colorado, my wife took over the bills, so I don't have an honest answer.
She's not complaining about it though. Huh?
Oh yeah,
Oh, she does.
it's it's too much, obviously, but I don't know exact dollar figures. I know it's not where we want it to be.
People complain about inflation all the time. Do you have any suggestions on how people can save money each month?
Budget,
What's a good way for people to learn how to budget that don't know how?
write down everything you're spending, and then look at it and figure it out. It's not that difficult. If you write it all down, you'll understand.
I have a question. How do you guys know each other?
We live together.
Yeah, that's how we know each other.
Yeah.
Are you guys married at all, or
No,
you're not? How long have you guys known each other for?
12 years.
12 years. Is there any one specific memory that you think of when you think of her? Like one happiness per se?
Every day is a blessing.
Anything that you think of when you think of him?
He's marvelous. He's really a good guy and do anything for me and me for him. So,
Thank you, babe.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any plans for this summertime?
Of course.
What are you guys trying to do?
Well, going to go to the Cape in a couple weeks.
Whereabouts in the Cape?
Near Eastham.
How's it going?
If money didn't matter, how would you spend most of your day?
Just spend my time with my family, my wife, and have a beautiful day and live life day by day.
What's one of your favorite things to do most days?
Work and be with family.
How'd you know you first loved her?
It was first sight. I knew that I loved her, and the look that she gave me and the look I got from her, and I went from there, and we're doing really well. So.
Common question I'm asking today, people complain about inflation all the time. Do you have any pointers for people that try to save money every month?
Honestly, the U.S. dollar ain't shit what it's worth. Go Trump. That's all I can really say, really. Hopefully he can make the economy back to the way it was. So.
Do you think the stock market will ever get better, or do you think that it's just overvalued because of the inflation?
I guess we'll see. See what Trump can do in the next 4 years.
What's your opinion about maybe putting the United States dollar back on the gold standard?
I'll keep that to myself, but...
Excuse me, I have a question. What's the hardest part about being a father?
The transition from how much time you have before to after, it really makes you reshift your priorities.
Sure. I'm assuming your whole life you were thinking about being a mother ever since you've been a little girl.
Actually not.
Really?
No.
What made you want to become a parent?
Just growing up, becoming an adult,
Sure.
things change.
How was motherhood from what you expected it would be to how it is currently now?
It's great. I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult than it was. It's still difficult, but not as bad as I thought it would be.
When you think of your daughter, what do you think of that comes to your mind at the end of the night? Like her memory, per se?
Her becoming a big sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Does she want to be a big sister?
She is going to be a big sister.
Yes, congratulations.
Yep, thank you.
How far along are you?
6 months.
6 months. Oh, okay, good for you. And are you guys going to try to have more than 2 kids, or
I don't think
not
so.
quite sure yet? With inflation becoming terrible around the world, as some people report, what's one way that people can try to save money and try to learn how to budget better?
Make all your food at home. We're really bad about that, but we're trying.
Gardening as well, I think that's something we want to do.
What was that?
Gardening.
Gardening, interesting. Just types of fruits and vegetables?
Yeah, most like the staples that we buy every week, just kind of try to cut those out.
Sure. And besides, obviously, the parental type of stuff, is there any types of stressors that kind of come to you on a regular basis that you always worry about? Anything that kind of comes to mind?
Well, I think you touched on like the economic stuff for sure. I think it weighs on everybody.
Do you think it's ever going to get better? And if so, like what kind of might need to happen for that to improve?
That is a very difficult question. I don't know if I have enough time to answer that one all the way. I think we just have to kind of stay the course on things. Like you have peaks and valleys. We're just in a valley right now. Give things some time.
Excuse me, I have a question.
What's up?
Can you tell me about the best vacation you've ever been on?
The best vacation we've ever been on, we went to Switzerland last summer.